Yasin Betty Mali, Saso Figa Gada, Baby Unga Hambi.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Nothing But Football podcast, a podcast where we give you everything football related and a couple of things that aren't. I myself am Lucas. I'm here with my fellow friends, football enthusiasts and co-hosts. To my far left, I've got Uncle Curtis.
What's up, guys? Everything's good. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Another 0-0 draw involving Man United. I don't consider them a top team anymore, man.
And to my immediate left, I've got Mr. Potion.
Namaste, guys. Hope you guys had a good week. Let's have healthy debates about football and see if we can actually get through the episode.
Yeah. So I had a really good week, but we'll get into that. I wanted to start at something that's a bit burning. You know, there's talk on the streets and that we've been asked personally about Uncle Curtis's stance on Kevin De Bruyne and just Kevin De Bruyne in general. Some people see him as, really great. Some people see him on different levels and that. I just kind of wanted to start here. Just put our castle in the sand and start with it. So I'm going to go over to you, Uncle Curtis, because your view on Kevin De Bruyne is kind of different to the consensus. So I just sort of want to let you present that.
Okay, I'm going to start here, guys. Kevin De Bruyne is good to great to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about in this Premier League era, he is the best creative midfielder in this Premier League era. The way I take exception to is when they try and put him on other lists in terms of all-time greats of playmakers, whether it be Premier League or just football in general. To me, he ends at great, and that's where it goes, because he has never pushed on further than being great. He's just there. He's a good player. I'm not going to just doubt the quality. He's a good player, but if you're assisting Aguero, Aguero, Sterling, Sane, Bernardo Silva, I expect you to have a decent amount of assists. In fact, I expect more if you're a world-class player.
Yeah.
And that's where he falls short for me.
He falls short by not having more numbers. So you want him to dominate the league more?
Yes, he should be dominating the league more. We're only talking about Kevin De Bruyne being greater over the past 2 seasons.
Oh, no, we're not.
As the best midfielder, playmaker in the Premier League. It's over the past 2 seasons.
No, it's probably more than that, but I do want to let you get your point out before.
But that's me. I'll talk over the past 2. He's always had the assists, but he was not the best playmaker in the Premier League. And the other people were players with more assists.
Who was in his time then?
Who was in his time? It was Ozil in the 1 year that was higher than him.
Ozil was better than him.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Premier League.
Okay.
That was a couple of years. In fact, I'll have to check. I think De Bruyne started in the Premier League before Ozil. Right.
De Bruyne comes into the Premier League 15-16. The season Leicester wins the league. That's his first season.
Like 11-12. I'm talking all-time Premier League. I'm talking all-time Premier League. It's like 11-12. We'll have to check that.
What's 11-12?
He started from like 2010.
Okay.
In 2010.
Yeah.
De Bruyne's been around. He's 29 now. He's been around for a long time.
Are you talking about when he was at Chelsea?
No, I think you're thinking when he was at Chelsea.
We include the Chelsea era in this thing, but we can check.
The Chelsea era, which is for 3 games.
Yeah, 3 games. He wasn't good enough to make a Mourinho squad then. Who do I blame that on? It's
okay. So let's start there. Let's just clarify your opinion there. So you think what of Kevin De Bruyne?
He falls below Fabregas. He falls below Mesut Ozil. He falls below. What are the top 10 assist makers in the Premier League? He falls below quite a few of them, in my opinion.
Okay, let's maybe let me hand that over to you, Mr. Potion. So Mr. Potion, it's been presented on the table to say let's chat Kevin De Bruyne. Chris has got pretty much a strong opinion to say when you say Kevin De Bruyne's name, don't say it near great players, basically Premier League era. Do you agree with him?
I think you're wrong. Because Kevin De Bruyne, even though he hasn't had as much time as those greats that you've named, I think he should be in the conversation of some of the greatest. Because he adds a element of goals as well, unlike the others.
He doesn't. He's got less goals than Ozil.
Wait.
In the Premier League, he's got less. He's on 39. Ozil's on 44 overall. De Bruyne sucks at scoring. He's got a killer right foot, but he doesn't score.
Okay, but how many games has Ozil had?
He's had more games, guys. I'm not going to dispute that, nah? But he's not as lethal as you're making out to be. De Bruyne has a good right foot, right? He's crazy with the assists, but he doesn't score as much as he should. He's averaging maybe 4 or 5 goals a season. And I'm not going to hold that against him because, after all, he is an assist maker, nah? But it's... I don't know what to say about that.
Okay. Let me put it in here, right? First of all, let me just look at the stats, right? So De Bruyne has played 171 games in the Premier League, has 39 goals and 76 assists, right? So he's got over 110 goal involvement. Somebody do the math here, but basically less than 1 in 2 games. He's either scoring or assisting, right? And then let's also bring it back to say he was a key component in a Manchester City team that thrashed this league, right? So Man City in the 2 seasons where they got 100 points and then they got 99 points or so. Kevin De Bruyne racking up and doing fantastic things there. So here's numbers, right? Whereby last week we said a good midfielder does X number of assists. A great midfielder does X number of assists. Now here's 171 games. That's multiple seasons in the league. He's always there. Okay. Always thereabout. And you want to write him off because, give me a reason.
Okay, we want to talk, are we talking overall? Are we bringing Champions League?
No, give me a reason. You don't say he's high up. So
no, that's what I'm saying. I want to clarify what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Are we talking about just the Premier League? Are we talking about Champions League? We're talking football in general?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Let's talk about the Premier League. Otherwise, okay.
Let's talk about the Premier League. He's doing a good job. Right? He's no better than Matt Letizia.
How?
Right? Because Matt Letizia just proved himself in the Premier League. That's where we start. Right? Let's talk, guys. You're laughing at me what I'm saying, right?
Oh, go on.
Let's
Go.
Belgium.
Yeah.
Greatest team of arguably their generation. Greatest footballing team in terms of talent.
Yeah.
Of this generation. What has he done for Belgium?
A lot. They haven't won, but he's played well.
Okay, fine.
So hold on, but you're the same guy that if I said John O'Shea, you'd write off his titles. But now Kevin De Bruyne, you say, where are your medals?
I'm not saying only where is the medal. What has he done for his team? Because now I'm going to use the argument of like when people compare Messi and Ronaldo, right? It's where is Messi's European title? I'm going to go with that logic, right?
So you're going to use logic to suit your argument.
Yeah, of course.
As and when, but you're going to shoot down other logic which goes against your point.
I'm not shooting it down completely, fine. But let's leave international out of this.
Yeah.
Right. Let's talk. Where's he in the Champions League?
Man City got through to the second round. Who did they draw? They through to the last 16.
All-time assists in the Champions League with a Man City squad.
I don't know. You tell me.
He's sitting below. He's on the same amount of assists as Raheem Sterling. I'm going to put him on Raheem Sterling's case in that he's got 14 assists in the Champions League in a Man City team that's set up to dominate. He's got 14 assists. He is practically 20-30 assists away from the top assist maker in the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
But this is supposed to be the generational talent that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right? So when we talk Kevin De Bruyne, we're going to put him with over here Frank Lampard. Mm-hmm. Right? Put him with Iron Robin, and these are good players.
Yeah.
All right. But
Yeah.
Frank Lampard is not my top 10 midfielders, and he did a good job, but I just don't like him. I don't like the way he played, but he's not in my team. Put him with Iron Robin. We'll put him with Wayne Rooney's above him. We'll put him. He's got the same amount of assists as Christian Eriksen.
Okay. Let me bring you in here, Mr. Curtis, because Chris is talking from the stats, right? So we can watch this player from the stats. That's watching off the screen, watching his stats. But we've seen him play.
Mm-hmm. But you see what?
Hold on. Let Mr. Potion come in here. But we've seen this player play. He's comparing him now to Sterling. He's comparing him now to other players that we've also seen play.
I'll tell you this. I feel like Uncle Curtis's argument comes from an Arsenal supporter who's seeing their not top assist maker, but their golden boy assister leave.
Yeah.
The topics have come up because now everyone's trying to, diminish his time at Arsenal and say, he never lived up to his potential.
Yeah.
So it sounds like that's what you argue about.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing about it.
You're arguing, you trying to bring down De Bruyne's attributes and achievements in order to boost Ozil and Fabregas for what reason, I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, Poshinai, I'm not trying to boost the other two players. I'm saying he falls short of the other two players. Right? In terms of, they call him the king playmaker. He's a king playmaker, right? But he's not the best in playmaker in any of the metrics.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You're an Arsenal fan. Did you like Dennis Bergkamp?
Yeah.
Do you think Dennis Bergkamp's one of the greats?
Yes, he's a great. I didn't say he's a king playmaker.
Okay, but Dennis Bergkamp, do his numbers stack up to anything?
No.
Because there's players that if you say he's great, there's players that are good that have better numbers than him.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So if you're coming at this purely on the stats, then it's a bit flawed, right? Mm-hmm. So from my perspective, I'll say from watching him, right? He's got a particular way of playing that is really good. He puts the ball into the box. He gives deliveries. To me, I compare the way he delivers the ball into the box like Beckham. Like he puts the ball in so early with a good quality ball and great bend on it. He also passes around the pitch, has tempo in his passing. He also has a high work rate. He is also tackling. He's doing a lot of things in the game. I think.
No. Again, you're telling me about other attributes, right? What I'm taking.
There's not other attributes. He's a footballer.
Lucas,
people are saying he's a great footballer. When are you want to take this to the realm where you can?
I'm taking to the realm.
Everybody has a flaw. Messi's not tall.
Okay, no, fine. I'm taking to the realm where they said he's the king playmaker. I'm saying he's not. He's not even top 3 playmaker.
Why did that hurt you?
Because he's not. He's not. All right. We're talking about this, né? Like he's a king playmaker, nah? Right? It doesn't matter where it comes from, right? In fact, you know why it hurt me, dog? It was Amazon Prime. This is why we should never trust Americans for any football opinions, nah?
Yeah.
The way they brought about when he matched Thierry Henry's record for assists. Right, which is a great feat. He did a magnificent job over there, right?
Okay,
right?
now poo it.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to get at over here, man, he did a good job over there. The way they phrase the things and put it over there is it's as if Henry was a playmaker and they diminished it. I forgot the exact wording, but that's where it comes from, right? That's where it started. My hate for Kevin De Bruyne started. All right,
I'm glad you admitted it.
Yeah, but now I go and look at the stats. I go and look at like this king playmaker. He's not the greatest. He struggles in the Champions League, right? He struggles against big teams for assists. So, what's this team over here? His local derby is the Manchester derby.
Yeah.
Right? Guess how many goals or assists he's got there?
How many?
1. This is what we call a top. He can't even dominate Manchester United post Fergie. And you take post Fergie. He can't dominate a David Moyes. I'm going to skip Louis van Gaal because he's great.
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho. I don't like Jose Mourinho, so I'll leave him there.
Sure.
And the PE coach. He can't dominate those teams. But he's supposed to be the king playmaker, right? Go look at other king playmakers, right? They at least dominate their local derby.
So Mr. Potion, let me bring you in. Let me bring you in this. Bring you here, right? So Kevin De Bruyne has been the star player, at least one of the star players in a team that has dominated English football, right? City won a treble of domestic titles. He was very important. Record points. He was very important, and that there. So. Does he really need to have done these other things? Because he compared him to Matt Letitia there, or other players that had numbers in teams that didn't do anything. So do you want him to be a selfish player and just take shots so he can get his goals? And guess what? Inevitability, the team won the league with record points. Did he need to do more?
I don't think he needed to do more. He played his role. I think I was talking about this the other week, last week actually.
Yeah.
How the difference between Ozil and De Bruyne is how De Bruyne has adjusted to the new playing style.
Yeah.
Unlike Ozil.
Yeah.
Both great players. I slightly agree with you from a point of view where you're saying that playmaker-wise, De Bruyne is not, is not as good as the, certain names that you've mentioned. But from a complete point of view,
yeah,
I think De Bruyne is going to prove you wrong.
Okay, fine, guys. Let me put. Okay, I hear you, Posh.
Complete midfielders.
I'm not going to argue from a complete point of view because he works harder than the players that I've mentioned over there.
Which is a factor in football. It does have to count.
Yeah, it's a factor in football. Yeah. I'm arguing about is he the king playmaker?
Yeah.
I'm saying
okay.
Shut him down. Go put him there with Matt Letizia. He's not the king playmaker.
Okay.
Go put him there. Right? I must give you more stats to show you how this man struggles against big teams.
Okay.
Chelsea, 12 games, 1 assist.
Yeah.
Arsenal, 13 games, 2 assists.
Yeah.
Okay, he bosses Liverpool. He's got 5 assists there. Man United, sorry, it's 1 goal, no assists. But this is the king playmaker over here. To me, it's don't get me wrong, nah. When I talk about this thing, right?
Does he give bad performances in those games? In the big games, do you think he goes quiet?
I can't remember all the games, but I'm on the side
from
on
what
the,
you remember, because you're looking at stats, and stats is making your point. But you also watch the game. So when you watch the game, you see a average player or not so great player,
a good player, not the king playmaker is made out to be.
Okay, I think
and that's where I just want to leave it, guys.
Sure.
I'm not arguing about is De Bruyne a good player. I'm not arguing is he not the greatest player amongst his peers now. Yes,
so are you saying he's not there yet?
He's not there yet. He's not. This is a man who's struggling. He's fine. He's dominating the Premier League, right? Then you go look at Champions League. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing there.
Yeah.
Right? Then you go look at him against big teams.
Yeah.
He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing there.
Yeah.
But he's the king playmaker, right? If you're going to argue about modern football, which I don't like, the way that they argue that it's going in the direction because it's getting boring, then cool. He's more suited for this type of game. But guys, when we put king playmakers out there, let's choose our words very carefully. He is not the king of playmaking.
Okay. I think let's sort of leave it there because we're clearly on two sides of the argument. Let's actually leave it out to the public. Please comment, like, subscribe, and all of that on the video for whatever platform you're on. Let us know if you agree with Mr. Curtis. But let's quickly just touch on a player who did do the things in the big games and in the big leagues, and that Wayne Rooney has drawn his playing career to an end. He's retired as a player to take over as Derby County's manager full time. So I just wanted us to chat a little bit about Wayne Rooney because he falls pretty much in our era. So we watched him a lot or interacted with, or not interacted, but we saw him quite a bit. So from my perspective, I think obviously Rooney retiring, I mean, that makes me feel old. But I mean, Rooney retiring, I think one of, if not the greatest English players we've ever seen. You know, Man Utd's record goal scorer, England's record goal scorer, Champions League. He won 1 Champions League. He played in 3 finals. Probably 5 leagues, an FA Cup.
Sorry, I'm not a Man United supporter, so I just need clarification on what you just said now. England's top goal scorer in what?
In the national team. Nobody has scored more goals than England for.
Now I thought maybe you were talking about the league, so I was gonna dispute you there, but carry on.
Oh no, he's also Manchester United's record goal scorer. He's up there. So let me start at you, Mr. Potion. Now that we have finality to Rooney's career, how would you sum it up? Is this the same Kevin De Bruyne conversation? Is he just in the very good? Where would you rank him?
To tell you the truth, he's had a very great Premier League career. You can't deny that Rooney is up there in the top 10 of all-time strikers, Premier League strikers. Yeah, he's had a good career, one to be proud of. You know, he's had Yeah, bro. Like you can't deny Wayne Rooney his flowers.
Fair enough.
You can't deny his flowers.
Fair enough. Mr. Curtis?
Oof. You know how I feel about Wayne Rooney, Lucas.
I know, but tell the world.
You've known since...
Tell the world.
I'm going to tell the world. You've known how I felt this man since they compared him to Pele when he came out. Mm-hmm. All right? It's against the English hype train again.
Yeah.
He's a good player. He's a great player. Only thing that diminished him to me in my eyes was the fact that they put him in a bracket they should never have put him in the first place. All right? We're talking about World Cup winners here.
Yeah.
Leave Rooney with the English guys. He's the greatest English player. Yes. All right? Top 10 striker. Debatable to me. All right?
Okay.
English.
Okay.
He was never the top striker at Man United alone, so why would I call him a top striker in the Premier League? Longevity gave it to him.
Okay.
You also know how I feel about Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer is only the top goal scorer there because man couldn't, I don't want to say he couldn't crack it in another league. Man didn't want to leave England. That's the only reason. Alan Shearer, he scored a lot of goals, but is he great? I'll give him top 10 in the Premier League, but not
Rooney.
number one.
Rooney.
No.
Shearer has better numbers than Rooney.
Yeah, Shearer has better numbers just by sheer number of games.
No.
Yeah, by sheer number of games.
Yeah, but
Rooney has more games than Shearer.
In the Premier League alone.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check that, but like Shearer's got 405 games, 205 goals. Right? Again, it doesn't go against my point. I don't like...
I said because I pulled this out.
But
No.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you facts.
Yeah.
Since you're talking. Wayne Rooney has 491 games. Mm-hmm. Alan Shearer has 441 games. Mm-hmm. Rooney has 208 goals. Shearer 260.
Okay, fine. That's on Wayne Rooney. As I was saying, I didn't think Wayne Rooney is a top 10 striker. All right?
Yeah.
All right? He's a good player. He's a great player for England. He's world class for England. But England has been lacking quality for years. So...
For me, the reason why I brought up those stats, I was just arguing with you, but it doesn't take away from my point that Wayne Rooney was a great player.
Yeah.
He had a lot of assists as well.
Yeah.
And he was a bulldog when it counted.
Yeah.
And the cheat. Let's not forget that.
And I mean, when you're a key player in a team that gets 3 Champions League finals in 4 years, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not arguing that. But
five prems
all it comes down to me is put the player where he belongs. Right? He's a good goal scorer. Right? There are better Premier League strikers.
I think he's very up there because if you just take the goal scorer tag, his goal scoring number stacks up. Right? He's Man United's record goal scorer. He's got but then he gave you more than that in terms of a player. He had a passing ability. He had an engine. He played different positions, and that. So I think he goes down as one of the greats.
Yeah, one of the greats in England.
Yeah.
But that's why I say put him. He's one of the greats, man. Due to his workhorse ability, due to his goal scoring, due to his assist making,
overall play. We can't even say. What was he bad at? What was he bad at?
I'm not arguing that point.
Yeah, sure.
Overall play.
Yeah. No, because you were picking the attributes as if he's only.
I'm just giving you this, man.
Oh, sure.
But let's go individual attributes, right? Does he stack up against the greatest goal scorers when you look at chance conversion? When you look at stuff like no, he doesn't. Does he stack up with the top assist makers when it comes to creating chances for teams game for game? No, he doesn't. All right? But
give me more attributes then.
Those are the 2 things that I care about in football.
Okay. Let me bring Mr. Potion in here. Mr. Potion, how many players would have been mentioned in both goals and assists of all time? So now I think Mr. Curtis is saying he's not top of either, but he's a striker that's in both. There's not many.
Yeah, fair point. I agree with you there. There aren't that many. I think
it's only the king.
It's Henry. There's someone else as well who's in the. I think Lampard. Lampard's in that conversation. But yeah, there aren't that many. Maybe Giggs, just because he's old as hell.
But it comes to my point. Sheer number of games.
Yeah,
he's a quality player with a sheer number of games. You are going to be up there.
Yeah, with Giggs, it's just unfair. But
no,
because
I understand. I understand what you're saying. In that he's in a class, in a small class. He's in the small bus of football.
Yeah. No, but
I'll agree with you there, Lucas. He is in that class of, but not to individual attributes. To me, where you place a specific player truly matters. If you're going to say top goal scorer, I'm going to compare him to top goal scorers.
Okay, fair enough. So the measurement of Chris is different.
In conclusion, he's using the long road to say he's a great player.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So Wayne Rooney, hopefully, let's see if he does well as a manager across his managerial career. But as a player, I think we all agree that he's been quite a good player.
He's going to follow Lampard's suit.
Yeah,
he's going to. That privilege got him that job.
Yeah. All right, guys, and we're back. We just had to get a few topics on the table because there's been hot debates between us, and we thought let's get it on. But we do focus a bit on the English Premier League, and this weekend was a packed weekend as normal. I think let's start at the big game of the weekend, which was Liverpool at home to Manchester United. A top of the table clash going into the weekend. United was top, 3 points clear of Liverpool, and the game ended 0-0. I thought it was quite an interesting game to watch. Let me start at you, Mr. Potion. Give me your thoughts on the game.
Boring.
Really?
Boring. Boring.
From both sides.
No shame, man. I'm just being harsh. I think Liverpool started the game attacking quite hard because they started attacking quite hard. The chances didn't convert. Obviously, Man United now had to focus on the defense. And then I think they had 2 chances in the second half where Alisson actually made great stops. But other than that, if you look at it, it was a conservative game. Both sides weren't hungry for the points. One was enough. One was enough to keep Man United at the top, and then one was enough to keep Liverpool in the running for the title race. So not a great game, but also, I don't know. It wasn't boring, but it was just, a notch above boring.
Uncle Curtis, let me bring you in here. I think we've seen a little bit of a trend this season that the big games are a bit slower, less entertaining, 0-0s, less goals and that. Take me through your thoughts on this game.
That's your team, my boy.
Hey?
Only your team is less entertaining, less goals, what. It's games that generally involve Man United where there's no goals.
What?
It is.
Okay, go on.
We go against top 6 opposition. You've only scored 1 goal.
Okay.
And this is against Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, City, and Liverpool.
Okay.
You've only scored 1 goal. It's 0-0s, lost to Arsenal, lost 6-1 to City, to Spurs. When you look at the other top teams...
City was a 0-0 draw.
To Spurs, when you look at the other top teams, Liverpool beat Arsenal, Arsenal beat Chelsea, Arsenal lost to Tottenham, let me go, even Chelsea, they either win or lose against the other top teams. So...
That says what about the team to you then?
I don't know what to say about your team, right? But
you're saying that's a United game. So
I'm saying
then you're drawing the parallel to other United games. What is the parallel? What does that equal?
No, I was just responding to when you said it. The top teams are generally boring 0-0s. I'm saying it's not the case. I'm saying it's teams that involve Man United against top teams that end up
agenda.
It's not an agenda.
We've talked about what was Tottenham's 0-0 with Chelsea. It was boring. That kind of thing. It's.
But I'm just saying the trend is generally United. Fine, Tottenham, Chelsea. That was the one game.
Okay.
Right, but the other top teams are scoring against each other, win or lose.
Okay.
Right, but what I wanted to get to the point of, if Ole was going to adopt this tactics against top teams of being cautious and being defensive, you guys should have stuck with Jose Mourinho, because Mourinho would have got you the 1 goal and won those games. That's the way I view it, because he's doing a good job, guys. The PE teacher.
Yeah, and how was the game?
It was a boring game.
Yeah.
Rashford is wasteful. He could have You guys could have won that game.
Yeah.
That man was offside 20 times.
Yeah.
Right? That man ran from the halfway line, saw Cavani in front of him, and not at one stage did he think, hey, let me pass to Cavani. I might get space. Cavani might score. One of the two. I might get space and Cavani will pass it back to me. But he ran all the way. And
lost
then
the ball, yeah.
Lost the ball. And then he got angry at who, I do not know. I saw Cavani's reaction. I'm pretty sure Cavani said Negrito again in his breath over there. I'm pretty sure he said that. Because I was like, I wanted United to lose. And when I saw Rashford run in and lose the ball, I was like, oh man, I feel the frustration. Yeah. Right? So my problem with United is they don't get the ball too quick to Cavani.
Yeah. So, Mr. Potion, let me bring you in here because, like it says, United had chances to win the game. Liverpool had some chances early on in the game. I think Liverpool controlled the game more in the first half. United came back in the second half. But what does this tell you about the two teams? Because we're sitting here saying United should have won at Anfield. I mean, that's new to say about United. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Liverpool. If Liverpool, top of the table, the Liverpool team that they've been, and we're saying United should have won, it's a 0-0. Who does this? Who comes out the happier?
I think before the game, I would have thought that it would have been Liverpool who would be looking to win this game. But then I saw their starting lineup and thought to myself, this could be a game where United could actually take over. Because there's no natural centre-backs in the team.
It was Henderson and Fabinho
and Fabinho. In your midfield, it was Thiago, Shaqiri, who hadn't started many games this season.
At all? I think it was his first start in like 12 months or something.
Yes, his first start in 12 months. Can't remember who else played next to them. I think it was Wijnaldum.
Wijnaldum, and I forgot the third.
Yeah. It was Thiago and Wijnaldum, Shaqiri, Firmino and Mane, and then Salah.
So looking at that team, like it was an experimental team due to Liverpool's injury cases that have happened over the past couple of months. From there, that's when I thought, okay, sharp. It should be high goals, but it will be Liverpool's to take. But there's something going on creativity wise in that Liverpool team that it's not the same. Maybe because Fabinho and Henderson are now in the centre backs, they're no longer handling things in the midfield area. But it was didn't expect that.
So Mr. Curtis, obviously the game was built up quite a bit because it was top of the table, that kind of thing. So this like from me as a United fan, I think maybe let me cut to you after I give my opinion. I think as a United fan, the 11 Oli picked was safe, but I understand why it's safe. You're away at the champions. You're going to play Fred McTominay and Lindelof. You're not going to take a chance on Bailly. You're not going to put Pogba in the center and that kind of thing, because the point, a point is better than losing, obviously. But it sort of keeps your momentum into a good run of fixtures. I think Liverpool is a bit hot and cold right now, so that's not a bad result from them either. But I think from the perspective of the match, right? From the perspective of the match, I think Liverpool had the ball in the first half. They had some chances. I don't think they were good chances, like clear chances where you're saying this guy should have scored. It's more so Firmino should have passed to the open guy. I wish he hit Todd. Hey?
Rather choose Salah for that.
Okay, I wish whoever took the shot or that kind of thing, it's not they should have scored. United in the second half attacked a little bit more. They brought Cavani on, but they like you said, there was two chances that they probably should have scored, but it's good saves by the keeper. It's good saves by the keeper.
Magnificent.
Yeah. So Mr. Curtis, now that result to Liverpool and to United's title ambitions, does it look like a bad result? For either.
United, it's a bad result for United. Considering Liverpool's team, that's a terrible result. If you can't beat Liverpool with two central midfielders in defense, you don't deserve to win the title. I'm not gonna 2-foot around this. Henderson as a defender. Fabinho's been doing well, but
they both had pretty good games.
They had very good games,
yeah, because Rashford ran with the ball for 20 miles without passing on to free players.
Yeah.
You know? Another reason that I look at with Liverpool comes back to selfish Salah. Selfish Salah. That man was taking
you've
shots.
shared that opinion before.
He should not be taking. Like, I watched and I'm like, the best way I can sum it up now is when I was watching the game, 4 minutes into the second half, ball over the top, it's going towards Mane, right? Mane is running, but Mane can see he's not going to outpace the two defenders he has with him. What does Mane do? He sees that Salah is slightly in front of him now with another defender. Mane tries to head the ball into Salah's direction. Right? Couple of minutes or 10-20 minutes later, Salah almost in the same type of similar position. Salah wants to run like he's Rashford as well. Like, sometimes you're not gonna outpace the players with, like, use your brain, like, you know, like cut back and then pass to Mane, like, look for the player. So it's Salah's single-mindedness that gets him goals, but at the same time cost Liverpool yesterday, because that man was shooting from, like, I looked at the shot and I was like, you were not gonna score from there. Why were you shooting? And that's the way I view it. And for United, if you can't beat Liverpool without two central defenders, you're not going to win the title.
Okay. Mr. Potion, do you agree? Would you put Liverpool's missed opportunities in this game, would you put it down to Salah, the top scorer in the league, by the way?
No.
Are you asking him to score more? He must be better than the top goal scorer?
I just think Salah was unfortunate. I wouldn't really put the blame on him, like, you know, solely on him. I think it was more of a team effort. Like I say, it was more of the creativity of Liverpool was lacking. It wasn't what we're used to, the standard that we're used to. And it just caught up with them. Salah was essentially put on the wing and expected to do something. Mane was the same. It's a difficult one to call. I wouldn't put the blame on one player. I'd actually put the blame on injuries.
I'm not putting on one player. To you, Pushing. So I'm like, it's not on one player. I'm saying Salah could be more selfless in certain parts of his game, which could lead to goals. All right? You do not have to run the full length of the pitch. You do not have to take shots from ridiculous angles that are not going to go in. That's what he's consistently doing. He's got 4 or 5 defenders in front of him and he's taking a shot.
But he's also consistently scoring. He's the top scorer in the league. He's got 2 golden boots in his thing. So you're saying he shouldn't shoot. I'm saying if you have that kind of finishing ability, shoot more.
Okay, fine. I'm saying when you look at the chances compared to the ones he puts away, the ones that he's missing are nowhere near in similar quality of an opportunity compared to what he wasted in the game.
So should Liverpool win every game 3-0?
They shouldn't win every game 3-0, but they could have won that game 1-0.
If they would have won it 1-0, 1 chance, 1 goal,
then I wouldn't be talking about Salah.
No, I'm saying if it's 1 chance, 1 goal, cool. But in any game, there's multiple chances, right? And there's some that gets missed.
Okay, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to put a compilation together one of these days of the shots that Salah takes from impossible angles so people can understand what I'm trying to do.
And I'm just going to reply with 2 golden boots.
2 golden boots. But then I'll also put a compilation of the chances he does put away. And you'll see the difference in the chances, and you'll see that he shouldn't be taking those chances. Why is the man trying to run from halfway?
Dude, you can put a compilation of anybody's misses. Messi has missed some chances before. Ronaldo has missed. You can put a compilation of anything together.
I'm saying Salah's will be 20 times higher than any other player I put.
Okay, fair enough. So the draw for Manchester United and Liverpool is probably a missed opportunity from one of the teams, but probably a good result. I think let's go on to probably the winners of the weekend, right? Man United and Liverpool drawing obviously gave City a chance to climb up the table. So City won 4-0 against Crystal Palace, and that result actually takes them up to second in the league with a game in hand on United. 2 points behind United with a game in hand. Sorry, so City can actually go top of the table, again, and I think City quietly has been picking up some form and doing good defensively.
Yeah.
So Mr. Potion, just speaking to this game a little bit and to the resurgence of Manchester City, are they starting to impress you?
Impress is a strong word, but they did well. You know, John Stones came on, scored 2 goals. Happy for him.
Yeah,
he's had a tough journey from being signed for 50 million and then being,
benched,
being benched and labeled as overrated.
Yeah,
and one of the worst signings of the season. But now he's putting in the work. The one player that we actually should be giving credit to as well, I think, is Ruben Diaz, because Ruben Diaz is
he's really good.
He's really good. He's made that City defense solid. He's playing week in and week out, benching Laporte. Like Laporte, a couple of seasons ago was in discussion for one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah.
So I think, in terms of City's defense, he's actually, lit up that part of the game. De Bruyne, another assist. He's got 100 Premier League assists
against a lower league opposition again.
You can say what you want, bro. He's got 100 assists.
100 assists. I'm just saying stat padding.
Yeah, you see, De Bruyne got an assist. Sterling? Did he score?
Yeah. Sterling scored the free kick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sterling scored. Gundogan as well. So yeah, overall good performance for City.
Yeah.
Cons, I don't know what they're going to like. They need to solve their problems with their strikers. There's too much inconsistency with their strikers.
Yeah. Look, I think that's harsh to say after a 4-0.
No, but that's him playing with. Was it a false 9? I think.
Probably.
Let me just check this.
Well, while you just have a check on that, Mr. Curtis. So, Man City, they had the best defense in the league going into this game. Obviously, they kept the clean sheet, so they still do. Same sort of question. Are they starting to impress you?
Starting to impress me? Yeah. They'll win the league most probably. That's the way I view it.
Yeah.
But it's Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Crystal Palace is a good team.
That's the thing when I look at defensive football will only work for so long for a team because a team will be able to figure you out if you solely concentrate on defense.
You're saying that in relation to City or Palace?
To Palace.
Okay.
It's starting to fall apart for them. They're not as defensively solid as they were last season.
Okay.
They're shipping in more goals and they struggle to go. As most people say, defense is the easiest to sort out.
Yeah.
Attacking is the hardest thing you'll ever have to figure out.
Yeah.
Right? So, Palace haven't been on a good run of form. I know they drew with Arsenal, but not on a good run of form.
Yeah.
City, they go hot and cold. I'm going to need a couple more consistent performances like they did against Palace.
Yeah.
Right? And then, but I see them as favourites.
City's 5 wins in a row. What?
But I'm talking about goal scoring. It's 4-0, it's 1-0.
Oh, but you're saying patchy. Sorry.
Yeah, patchy in terms of attacking play, not the results.
Okay.
Just patchy. Okay. Like, like when you, like what Ferguson used to say that sometimes in some point in the season, you need those to grind out those 1-0 results. A couple of games they've grinded out those results. So I'm not going to argue with that. All right. So that's the way I look at it. If they win a couple of the games in hand, they jump Man United, they go top of the league.
Yeah.
Right. So they'll get there. They'll get there on time.
Okay. Look, I think it was a good performance. I think it was a good performance. One in a few good performances that they've had lately. I think lately they're on form.
I think we also need to highlight as well Gundogan. I must say, over the last couple of games has been very impressive. He's showing his quality again.
Yeah.
From a midfield perspective as well.
Yeah.
Like, City is actually quite dangerous.
Yeah.
Phil Foden is bossing things now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rodrigo, I haven't seen much of him. But yeah, in terms of their midfield, De Bruyne, someone's hero over here.
Yeah.
Is also playing well. So yeah, that's my only problem for me is City's attack.
Yeah.
Is that if they could just sort out the attack, I'd probably say that that's the perfect team.
Okay, I don't. Okay.
Because now they're benching Aguero. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
He's working him out of the team. He's too old.
Yes, he's working him out of the team. Jesus is too inconsistent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the City need to go get a striker. I don't know. But that's all they're lacking from being the perfect team.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like the way City play, so I'm not even gonna argue. But they play good football, but also get that stat pattern.
They might not be appealing, but they do the job.
Yeah. So look, I think I still trust City to score goals. So if they got a striker, yes, they fix a problem. But if not, I can still see them scoring goals in games.
No, they will do that.
Yeah.
But it's just they're a team like it's easy to frustrate City. If you decide to park the bus, like it could frustrate them.
It could
frustrate them.
Because your boy Kevin De Bruyne, the stat pattern, won't be able to unlock the defense.
Okay. One day we'll talk about players you actually like.
No, guys, I like De Bruyne. I like him. Maybe I'm being harsh. I like him. Just to end that thing, De Bruyne is the best playmaker in the Premier League right now. I'm just finicky when it starts time to compare him to other players, and that's my opinion. Okay. I wouldn't put him in my team.
Okay, fair enough. But let's lightly talk about another team, because if we look at the table now, Leicester crept up again into third. Like I think it's probably still pointless looking at the table right now. But Leicester climbed up into third. After the weekend, Liverpool drops into fourth. So Leicester beat Southampton 2-0. A Southampton team which generally is quite a difficult fixture. I mean, they beat Liverpool, and that. Just quickly on the word to Leicester. Do you see probably top four is? Do you see them fighting for top four?
Yes,
Leicester.
Yes, absolutely.
And just to emphasize your point over there that it's quite kind of pointless looking at the table right now. Totally agree with you. United are leading the table. So it's pointless looking at that table right now. Because it's not a true reflection of the team's ability.
Yeah. It's even more pointless looking at the bottom half of the table.
We're not in the bottom half anymore, nigga.
Really? You're out.
Respect us. Respect us. We are relegation threatened. Arsenal is 2 points behind title challenging Chelsea. Frank Lampard.
Let's get on to him. So they won 1-0 away at Fulham. Is this their form starting to turn around? That's their first win. Well, they didn't win in the previous 3 games. They got a win again. They hopefully back on track to winning ways, but it is against Fulham, who's near the bottom of the league. What are we thinking to Chelsea? I think it was Mason Mount that got the goal.
Last minute goal also. First of all, I'd like to apologize to Scott Parker. Fulham have been picking up form recently. Right? He has found a way to make the team start working. Right? But that means I can get right back to my agenda on Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
Right?
Bottom half team.
Bottom half team doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, didn't they say he doesn't win against top?
Yeah. He doesn't win against top teams, right?
Yeah.
But 1-0 win against Fulham when Fulham had a red card in the first half, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
All right. That's terrible. It's terrible. It's the same way I judge an Arsenal performance.
Who does well in this league?
Who does well in this league? This season?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Okay.
Everybody's been average, inconsistent. Okay. Nobody.
All right.
Who did well in this league previously? Liverpool last season. In fact, Liverpool over the past 2-3 seasons have been phenomenal. I'll never say that again, Liverpool fans. It's the first and last time I say this. They've been phenomenal, right? But they've fallen off this season, and it might be due to the fact that they're losing defenders and stuff like that. It's out of their control. But that Chelsea squad should have put that Fulham's team away. You can't be winning 1-0 against Fulham.
Yeah.
Not when they get a red card in the first half. And then your winner is the 93rd minute winner. Frank Lampard is not it for me. That's the way I view it. I don't know what Potion has to say about Frank Lampard or Chelsea.
Yeah.
But with the attacking talent he has there, he should do better.
Yeah. So Mr. Potion, Chelsea were coming off in different form. After 3 games without winning. Obviously the win is vital.
Yeah.
Just to bring you back. But so sort of to Uncle Curtis's point, Chelsea against Fulham as a fixture, you wouldn't think it's a 80th minute winner. So from a Chelsea perspective, like I don't really share Mr. Curtis's opinion there. I think it's a decent result because you can only beat what's in front of you. You have to go into every game and keep racking up the points, which they didn't do prior to the game. So I'll give them this for doing it now. Fulham was coming up on a bit of form in that. How do you see this from a Chelsea perspective?
From a Chelsea perspective, a win is a win.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter how you get it. So yeah, they can celebrate that.
Yeah.
But they had some struggles in terms of dealing with the fact that they had to switch up their back four.
Yeah.
That was a problem for them. Reece James is out. Kurt Zuma, who's a goal-scoring threat for them, was out.
From set pieces, yeah.
Yeah, from set pieces. So, yeah, that was also one hill they had to climb. Another one would be Timo Werner coming back into the squad.
He didn't start, eh?
He did... Hold on. No, he didn't start.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Looking at another game now.
Ziyech and Pulisic and Giroud up front.
Yes. So you're dealing with a striker who you've bought for so much money, who's got no confidence at all, that you need to take out.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing for Frank Lampard to go through. Let's see how it goes, but yeah, it's a good win. It's a good win if you look at it.
I mean, they're sitting in 7th, 8 points off the top.
Yeah, it's a good win.
Yeah, I think with how the season is going, I think it's a case of just get the results. Pulisic and Ziyech have been struggling, with injuries and in and out of the team, and that good to get them back. Thiago Silva in again, another clean sheet. I think Lampard has something to build from. I don't think he's built it yet, but I think he's got the components to build together. He's got decent players. They must still prove themselves, but he was backed in the transfer window. Werner, Havertz, whatever. He was backed. Even a new goalkeeper, and that he had the platform of last season where there was youngsters that came into the team and that kind of thing. So I think he's got the components of a good squad. I think he just needs to get it going.
Sure. Yeah, no. Frank Lampard has handled everything on a silver platter. I'm not going to give him a break over there. He needs to do better. He's got a better squad than Arsenal. He's got a better squad than United.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to argue. He's got a better squad.
Yeah.
When you look at overall, we might argue starting 11. Cool, I might do that.
No. He does. Fred and McTominay don't get into
but when you look at subs. When you got Ziyech, Pulisic, Werner, Tammy Abraham, who's knocking off an offense. He's black. I'm gonna keep him there. Who else is there? Like they got
Kai Havertz, Tammy Abraham, Timo Werner, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech.
These are all talent. These are all players that everybody in football regards as being magnificent. And he's can't beat a top half table team. He scores 1 goal against Fulham. No. You put who's hitting in that manager position right now. Who's hitting wins almost every game up until the end of the season. And I'm not even playing that. That's a talented squad.
Sorry, you mentioning past managers, past Chelsea managers. There's word that they're planning on bringing back Avram Grant to be kind of a guide for Frank Lampard. Just for now, maybe an assistant. I'm not sure what role he'd come in under, but essentially to help guide.
It might help him. I don't think Avram Grant was the greatest of Chelsea managers. He did a solid job.
Yeah.
But he's the only manager I can see going there to assist Frank Lampard without taking over the team, essentially.
I feel bad for that guy.
Everyone.
Yeah. I think in that poster that you posted, where you were talking about Chelsea managers, Avram Grant was quite high up there.
Yeah, he was quite high. Well, yeah.
What was that? Win percentages?
Yeah, win percentage. Frank
He
Lampard.
was number one.
Frank Lampard, due to his English pride, English privilege, is bottom of Chelsea managers in terms of win percentage, but somehow he still has a job. Man is doing worse than Roberto Di Matteo, and you have to be spectacular to do that. Spectacularly terrible to do that.
Di Matteo won the Champions League, man.
Porto won the Champions League too. It was a once-off.
Yeah, but you're saying he did very, very bad. I would love to do badly and win the Champions League.
Would you love to do badly, win the Champions League, and never be seen again in football management?
Well, it's better than ending up in the Championship anyway, not doing anything. All these guys goes ups and downs.
That man is not even in the Championship.
Who would have thought we'd see Ancelotti at Everton?
This man is not even in the Championship.
Yeah, he wasn't that great of a manager in the first place.
No, you can't win one Champions League and call yourself a great manager. No. Great managers are consistent.
Fair enough. Let's go on to another team that came out of a little bit of patchy form. Tottenham Hotspur played away to Sheffield United, won the game 3-1. There was also included what's considered a wonder goal by Tanguy Ndombele. I think a good result. I think a good result after patchy form. They needed a good result, good performance, and that which I think they gave at away at Sheffield United. Mr. Potion, Spurs. I think that takes them up to, I think it was 5th in the league.
Yes. It is.
Yeah, 5th in the league. 4 points off the top.
How many points have they got though?
33. 4 points off the top, yeah.
He's measuring how close Arsenal is.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I forgot that's the measuring stick.
Yeah, we're 4 points behind them.
Yeah, no, it's more than that. 33 to 27, 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look at that performance, it's one this season that I would have expected Tottenham to win, since Sheffield's at the bottom of the log.
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
recently only got their first win.
Yes, who recently got their first win.
Second win, guys.
Yes.
Second win of the season.
Okay. They've only won one.
They've won one.
They've only won one.
I thought they won one in the beginning of the season. Hectic.
That's the thing. They've only won one game in the season. But Sheffield is one of those teams where, anything can happen. So you don't want to be that team that gives them the victory. Yeah. And kudos to Tottenham for not giving them that victory.
Yeah.
Harry Kane on the boards again. Serge Aurier scored. And Ndombele with that chip.
Yeah.
Intentional or not, it was still a good goal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Uncle Curtis, that result gives Tottenham a bit of confidence, and that their next game is Liverpool again. Liverpool comes to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So, speaking to sort of that result, does that result give you anything of them leading into that game? Because now they're coming into Liverpool. I don't know if Liverpool will have players back, but Liverpool's not on the greatest of form right now.
Okay. How many games have we played this season? 17?
Spurs have played 18. Spurs and Liverpool have played 18.
That result tells me nothing. You beat a team that's won 1 in 18. Tells me nothing.
Okay.
All right. Brilliant goal from Harry Kane. That was a good goal. I saw that goal. That was a good goal. But it's Sheffield. They're this season's whipping boys.
Yeah.
Like, they're so far off. They're getting relegated. Right? And it's Liverpool have struck gold again. Sold one of their youth players for 30 million. And then that it was Brewster, and that player is going to get relegated just like Dominic Solanke at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So in Premier League managers, I'm going to give you a free tip going forward. If Liverpool sells you a youngster and you see the price tag is 30 million, don't buy him. You're going to get relegated. That same season, you get relegated.
Yeah.
But either way, it was a win, but there's nothing spectacular about that Tottenham win against Sheffield. Not when Sheffield are the whipping boys of the Premier League. So you move right along. The next measure is Liverpool at home. If they beat Liverpool at home, which I doubt, Because to me, Liverpool haven't scored in 4 games. They have to score soon. It's 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 games without a goal.
Liverpool have to score soon. Klopp will figure it out. They're not going to go the rest of the season without scoring. I don't see that. So when that game happens, it happens. But yeah, it's just like I'm going to call it again. This time I won't say by 2 clear goals. It'll either be a draw or Liverpool win when they play Spurs.
Okay. Mr. Potion, Spurs and Liverpool coming up. Is this an opportunity for Spurs now, having had patchy form and beating the bottom of the table team gives you a bit more confidence, but that's confidence leading you into a game against the current champions?
I think that this is a shot at redemption for Spurs since they recently played Liverpool and lost 2-1, where I feel like they should have won that game.
Traitor.
But due to missed results, the game ended up being a free for anyone to take, and Liverpool came and grabbed the sword.
Yeah.
They're playing at home. They're playing at Is White Hart Lane?
At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
They're playing at White Hart Lane.
Oh, is it still White Hart Lane?
Yeah.
Isn't it now called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium after they redesigned and whatever?
I don't even know.
It's called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
We know it's your second team, Lucas, but we don't support those guys.
Is it? So they changed the name
because they changed the stadium. Remember, even if the stadium was if it was vertical, it's now horizontal. Like there was changes. Remember, they built around the stadium, then they demolished and made a new stadium.
A beautiful stadium, nonetheless.
In its place, yeah.
They should have, if it's at the same place, they should have kept it as White Hart Lane. If it's at the same venue, they should have kept it as White Hart Lane.
No, they want the same advertising money you guys get for the... What's your stadium called again? Etihad? No, Etihad is... The Emirates.
But they called it White Hart Lane. Where's the sponsorship money? Terrible.
The previous stadium was called White Hart Lane. The new one is called Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, probably until they sell off the naming rights.
Yeah, fair point. Oh yeah, true. But essentially, it is a good time for Tottenham to get one over Liverpool.
Yeah.
From Liverpool's perspective, though, it's a good time to show that you're still in the title race.
Yeah.
To sort out your goal scoring drought.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure.
And Liverpool's form away from home hasn't been the one, hey? Liverpool is where they are from their home form. Away form hasn't been the one.
I don't think there are any defenders from Liverpool coming back from injury, but I've seen that Van Dijk's back in training, Matip as well, and Gomez. They're all back in training, but I don't think they'll make it for this fixture. So they'll have to keep going with the Henderson and Fabinho pairing. Although they've done well, it's not the best that Liverpool can produce.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting game. I hope I'm not what's his name? I'm not disappointed like the Man United Liverpool game, but yeah, it should be an interesting game.
Fair enough.
Any Mourinho game is boring to me, so.
Look, that game is on the I'm seeing something wrong there. But anyway, so I think that'll be a good game to see, especially from a Liverpool's perspective. I think Tottenham are hoping to be in the title race. Liverpool are expecting to be in the title race. So will they show that? Will they show the performance of champions? That's what I'd want to see. That's what I'd want to see from them. I think that sort of sums us up in terms of the title race. I think that's how it's looking at the top. Let's go into other teams who have also recovered their form. I think like we said, Spurs and that have recovered their form. What do you want to put them in the title race? We're going to talk about Arsenal. We've wrapped up the title race. Sorry, is 10th in the title race. Sorry. Okay, title race, Arsenal. Okay. Go ahead.
No, not title race, Lucas.
Title race, Arsenal.
No, look, we're not in the title race, Lucas. We're not in the title race, né? But if you're going to include Spurs, who's 2 points above Arsenal in the title race, I'm going to question you.
Then include them in the title race. Don't fight me on the thing. Include them in the title race. Then.
I'm saying remove Tottenham from that list.
Okay, sharp.
Thank you.
Okay. No, well, I'm not going to, but like, cool, put Arsenal in the title race if you want to. I'm not going to. But Arsenal played against Newcastle, and it was a 3-0 victory, and I think quite a good performance actually. Quite a good performance. I watched a bit of the game. It was actually quite impressive. So I wanna hand over to you guys. Let me start with Mr. Potion, who's proudly wearing his Arsenal shirt. How did you feel about the game, and how do you feel about the team as you guys are picking up form and getting a bit of consistency in results?
I think it was a good game. The youngsters did an outstanding job. Bukayo Saka performed
again,
scored. Emil Smith-Rowe assisted, played well. Good to see Thomas Partey coming back with an assist. Had a very solid game at the back.
Yeah, I really thought
of the midfield. And another mention of a player who did well is Cedric Soares. I was quite impressed. Came in to replace Bellerin and actually had a pretty solid game. But I think for me the highlight was Aubameyang netting in 2 goals.
Open play, hey?
Yes. Very great for his confidence. He'd been on a heavy goal drought. I think now, he's got the monkey off his shoulder. Let's see what happens from there. But also, I understand I'm going to sound like, negative. But I think the reason we won these games with such ease is because we played Newcastle in the FA Cup. Even when we played them in the FA Cup, it took us a while to kind of figure them. Because we only started scoring our goals in extra time.
In the FA Cup, yeah.
So I think that played a part in it, because it wasn't like we hadn't played these guys. Because I've noticed recently with the Arsenal teams, we tend to lack confidence. But I think in this game, we had the confidence.
Yeah, there was confidence. Yeah.
We chowed them last week. I understand it sounds like I'm, nitpicking and being negative. But it's, it's just an issue I had.
Yeah.
But other than that, good performance from the youngsters. Our captain came through. But yeah.
Mr. Curtis, give us your views on the game. I think, like Mr. Potion mentioned there, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang getting on the call sheet. In previous pods, you talked about, a lack of confidence for him. So I'm sure that will give him quite a bit of confidence too, because it was, decent goals. And so speak to Aubameyang. And I also wanted to ask about Emil Smith-Rowe. Emil Smith-Rowe, because the change in form seems to coincide with him coming into the team, right?
I'd like to start with the title challenging Arsenal over there, since we're 2 points behind Spurs, and Lucas believes Spurs are title challenging.
Can win, sure.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Spurs are not in the title race, but title challenging Arsenal now. Right, 2 points behind Spurs and Chelsea.
Arsenal,
All right. First half, boring, terrible performance in the first half. Solid defensively, it was great. Offensively, it was terrible. Second off, I don't know what he said to the team. They came alive. My problem is, I don't want to rely on a 20-year-old playmaker for the rest of the season.
You're talking Smith-Rowe?
Smith-Rowe.
He's 20,
He's 20. He's been doing well, but I can't rely on a player who's been injury-prone at Arsenal, right, to play from now to the end of the season. They have to do something in the transfer market, right? They got rid of Ozil. It hasn't been confirmed by the club yet, but he's there by Fenerbahce now. They got rid of him, so they were complaining. There was a section of fans and there was a section of the club saying, no, we couldn't bring players in because of Ozil's wages. Lies. You paid William £250,000 for 2 goals, 2 shots on target the whole season. So lies. Let's move on there. Emil Smith-Rowe, I'm loving the Hill in, boys. They're doing well. You just gotta give these youngsters time. I don't want to overhype these youngsters. I do not want to put so much pressure on the back that when they start giving inconsistent performances, people are saying what's going wrong, what's happening, because these boys are 19 and 20 and 18. I'm not going to put that pressure on 20-year-olds. Not everybody's going to turn out to be Cesc Fabregas. Not everybody's going to turn out to be a Nicolas Anelka. Not everybody's going to turn out to be a Thierry Henry. You're going to get inconsistent performances. All right. So that's the way I viewed it. It was a solid second half performance, but that first half, my God, it was terrible. I was on my phone more than I was watching the game.
Mr. Curtis, so now that's 4 wins and a draw out of 5. I think to be fair, speaking about other teams, Chris does, you've mentioned previously about the quality of the opposition you're facing, but I think 4 wins out of 5 and some players have come on. You know what I mean? Saka, he's been jamming the whole season, but again, he's keeping a consistency. Emil Smith-Rowe coming into the team, young player. He looks like a form player to me. So I'd like to see him more, but he's looking good at the moment. Aubameyang back on the score sheet. I don't rate Lacazette, but Lacazette looked decent in these couple of games. Tierney's probably been the man, or let's say of the defense in that period.
He's not creator. I'd even go as far as to say that.
And I also got to give a shout out to Rob Holding over there. He's been solid for Arsenal for a minute now.
Yeah.
Fans don't rate him.
Yeah, me neither.
It's another clean sheet.
Me neither.
You don't rate him, but he's doing a job.
He is doing a job. Yeah,
he's played with Gabriel. He's been doing a job. He's played with Luis. He did a job. And he's played with
Pablo Mari.
He's done a job. I think we've conceded 1 goal in 5 now. And he's been in every one of those games. Okay. So you have to rate players on their form. You might not say he's great. He's no different to Josh Stones to me. That's the way I view it.
That's drastic, bro. That's
Josh
drastic.
Stones was 50 million.
John Stones was 50 million, but the reason he was 50 million was because he's got natural attributes. He hasn't shown them over his time, but I mean, if you're saying they're the same, then you're saying Holding is 50 million too.
I'm not saying it's 50 million.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying it's 50 million. And even when we look at it from that point of view, Rob Holding has been a big game player. There was a season he came in, right?
Which big games?
FA Cup finals.
Okay.
Came in.
Last week you told Drogba, hey, forget your goals there, you have to show it in the season. This week you bring up the FA Cup final.
I said big game player, but I call him a legend. I said big game player.
Okay, fair enough.
Difference.
Fair enough.
Very different.
Fair enough.
Right? He came in and he bossed Diego Costa when Diego Costa used to bully Arsenal defense. It's consistent performances now. The only thing is, I'm not going to hype him up again, right? Because he's never had a full season for me to judge him on a full season of performances, right? But
yeah,
he's a cheaper version of John Stones to me.
Fair enough. But Mr. Potion, from this point on, let's say, with this run of form and the points and that, do you think Arsenal as a team have settled? And you can expect Arsenal to kick on into the second half of the season, or are you still wary?
I'm still wary. It takes 1 or 2 injuries, and that squad is gone.
Yeah.
If Tierney's injured, we're gone.
Smith-Rowe gets injured, we're done.
If Smith-Rowe gets injured, we're gone.
Who did he replace in the lineup, Smith-Rowe?
He didn't replace anybody specifically. It's just the playmaker.
It was Ceballos. Technically, it was Ceballos.
The number 10 role, they kept Lacazette played number 10 in one game. They tried to find a number 10. Nobody worked.
Okay. So it was a sort of...
it's just a shift.
It was a hole in the team and he's trying to make it his own. Okay, fair enough. So
yeah, I'd say if the players who are on form, if one of them gets injured, who comes in and replaces them?
But I'll also have to give Arteta credit for that.
For bringing him in.
When they were talking about his loan move to Huddersfield, Arteta told him at Huddersfield he must play the number 10 role. That's why he went there instead of another club. So I'll have to give credit for that. I haven't been the biggest fan, but I'll give him credit for that.
So you think he knew
he saw the qualities that he was going to do in that position. So I'll give him credit for that. I'm still going to criticize him for not playing number 10 the whole season, though.
Okay. I think we haven't missed anyone out, right?
Yeah, there isn't really...
Yeah.
We've covered everyone.
Yeah.
Besides the one game that I actually just want to talk about, that was an upset.
Yeah.
With West Brom beating Wolves.
Sam Allardyce.
Yeah.
Sam Allardyce.
Yeah, we've got to give it to him.
He knows how to survive.
Yeah, we've got to give it to him.
He's like a cockroach. You can step on him. That guy will be there tomorrow waiting for you with a cap on, like that. We had it again.
I'm going to call it the season's going to get relegated.
Hey?
And then he's going to get relegated this season.
Okay.
But on a side note, well done to Atletico Bilbao for winning the Super Cup.
Yeah.
In Spain over there. Beating.
I see what you did there.
Beating who?
Beating Real
Barcelona.
Madrid and Barcelona in the same week.
Nice.
And then Messi got the first red card in his Spain career over there.
Wow. What did he get sent off for? Tackle?
For essentially
Retaliation.
forearm in the guy's face.
Oh, jeez.
And that's a
Okay,
side
look at
note
that.
to how dodgy La Liga officials have been for years. If Messi's only getting his first red card now.
Yeah.
I have no proof to it, but that guy has probably put in worse tackles or done petulant things and got away with it. It's kind of like Wayne Rooney during his career when he used to punch players on the field and get yellows.
And then win Champions League and leagues and whatever, yeah.
No, nobody's disputing that, but I'm just saying there was favoritism.
Hey?
Nobody's disputing that, but I'm saying there was favoritism.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. But I think I just want to end off by giving another shout out to Percy Tau. You know those podcasts, we've got a Percy Tau loving. He came on again for Brighton as they beat Leeds. Brighton fans, I was looking online, Brighton fans are actually loving him.
Yeah.
So as a player for that club, you know, I saw some things online saying Percy Tau can save our season from Brighton fans. That might be a little bit, not drastic, but it's too much pressure to put on him so soon. But, how are you guys finding him? Do you guys think he's going to do well? He's doing well so far, right?
But he got another 20 minutes.
Yeah, another 20-25 minutes or so.
Got another 20 minutes. Yeah, it's just a cameo in a game that they were trying to clinch already. Yeah, I'd really hope to see him get like a full game, maybe in the next 2 weeks. I understand that he has to get his fitness levels up to match the intensity of the Premier League.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, it should be interesting to watch.
Yeah. Uncle,
Rooting for him.
oh, sorry. Uncle Curtis, does Percy Tau look out of place when you see him playing for Brighton?
I like the guy that went to Clapham High School over there. He did well.
Is he a Pretoria boy?
I don't think he was a Pretoria boy. He went into the Sundowns Academy. I think the Sundowns Academy put them all in Clapham.
Oh, okay.
So to go through their schooling.
Yeah.
Which shows me that just footballing in South Africa still has a long way to go, because it seems like only Sundowns is the most professional club out here.
Yeah.
That does take care of the youngsters, because they are producing youngsters. There's another young boy that plays for Sundowns, Swami, who I think will go places over there.
Yeah.
Because when I see him on the pitch, he does do some things from time to time. Almost broke a man's neck one time when he made him fall over there. So South Africa has talented players, right?
Yeah.
And it's just our footballing that let us down. But Percy Tau is going to do well in the Premier League. He's pretty young. If he can establish himself in the Premier League time, I'm not gonna
he's got years.
go and jump. I'm not gonna go and jump
left.
and put him in the same bracket as Lucas Radebe.
Please take Timber's one out of this equation. What did you just say, youngster?
Oh, he's old.
You know what the worst part about it is that when you said it, I was like, yeah. But I'm like, no, South African youngster. I already know. That guy's 31.
African passports, though. African passports.
No.
African passports. I thought the man was young.
No, the thing is, when you said it, I thought he was young as well, because he recently came into the scene. I'd probably say about 3-4 years ago, he started becoming a top player in the PSL.
Oh, okay.
But I thought, okay, yeah.
So you're telling me it's like Arthur's one here at Kaizer Chiefs 10-1, where they just come in at age 31 and start bossing the league at age 31.
Yes.
But either way, it's an indictment of South African football. We need to improve. We need to give our youngsters the best opportunity to do well. All right? Because even with Southampton, there's a South African kid who was born in South Africa, but looks like he's going to choose to play for England. Chauke, who's been on the bench for Southampton a couple of times. I'm actually waiting for him to break into the team. Hey, but Safa, sort your act out, guys. I'm tired of you guys letting youth players down. I'm tired of you guys letting South African players down. Not with the amount of money that you guys are busy chowing on the sides over there. But Percy Tau will do well.
Fix the youth team structure in South Africa. Just do the same the same thing they do for cricket and rugby. There's cricket and rugby high schools that just make it convenient for kids to follow a sporting path. But I think any final words on Percy Tau? Looking forward to the rest of the season, watching him? Are you watching Brighton games?
Yes and no. Depends where they're starting. I'll tune in. Call me at 70 minutes. I'll tune in if he's playing. But yeah, shame. All the best to him. You know, we're rooting for him.
Yeah. All right. I think that's enough for today. I think we're fast approaching the halfway point in the season. Obviously 19 games would be the halfway point. The league is still as tight as ever. From 10th to top is 10 points. So it's still quite a jam-packed league together. I think we're still waiting on a team to go on a consecutive run of victories that pull away, and then we can see how the league is going. I think so I think, guys, stay tuned with us. I think it's going to be a topsy-turvy season and one that we're going to be here for you all the way. So guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, download everything for whatever platform you're on. I myself am Lucas. To my left here, I've got Mr. Potion.
Cheers, guys. Another interesting week. Let's hope it gets more fun next week.
And over here, it's Uncle Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And to end off this episode, we'll end off by just running the top assists of Kevin De Bruyne by club. 8 assists of all time. Crystal Palace. Watford, 8 assists. Ghent, 7 assists. Southampton, 7 assists. SC Freiburg, 6 assists. Tottenham, 5 assists. Newcastle, 5 assists. And that's your fighter for Play League.
And the Player of the Year.
No, he wasn't. He was
Premier League Player of the Year last season.
Wasn't
Henderson was Players Player. Kevin De Bruyne won the actual.
Okay, but if I had to choose my player, it's Kevin De Bruyne. He deserved it. But because I don't like Henderson either.
Yeah.
But yeah, Player of the Year. But that's like winning Player of the Year when you're playing a bunch of under 14 kids. It's not that hard to do.
But he wasn't. He was playing in the Premier League against Premier League level opposition.
I'm just trying to drive my agenda here, Lucas. I'm saying he's fat pads against weak opposition.
Fair enough.
That's where I'm going to end it.
All right, guys. Thank you once again. Like, subscribe, all of that. Comment. Do you agree with Mr. Curtis, Kevin De Bruyne opinion? Let us know, guys. We'll catch you next week.
We hasn't betting my league.